Hi everyone, welcome to the new course which is end-to-end Microsoft Fabric course. And in this course, we will understand Microsoft Fabric, what is it, what are the parts or services of it, and how we can use Microsoft Fabric. And then we will dive deeper into all the components of Microsoft Fabric like Lakehouse, Warehouse, Power BI. We will see how we can load data, we can create code. So this will be an end-to-end detailed course. So before talking about what is Microsoft Fabric, let's first understand why Microsoft Fabric exists and what is the real problem it solves. So firstly, let me ask you a very simple question. If your companies already have Excel, they are working on Power BI, they are working on SQL, they are working on Azure, or data engineers, data analysts, dashboards, everything was there earlier. Then why did Microsoft feel the need to introduce Microsoft Fabric? Why did they created it? So in this today's video, it's not about the tool that what is the Microsoft Fabric tool. Firstly, we will understand the problem, the real business problem, and that problem is most of the organization are silently struggling with in the day-to-day market in the real world project. So you will understand here. Not we will not only focus on the technical part. We will also focus on what the business problem is getting resolved with that particular tool or with that particular technology. So, starting with the first thing, which is the reality of today's data world. So, talking about today's data world, you might have already known how the data typically works into most of the company or how an end-to-end data project works. If I just give you a rough overview, then there are multiple teams involved in a data project. Let's say some data engineers are working on data, analysts are working on it, some QAs are working on it for the validation purpose. And basically, if we see the flow of the data, then data comes from the ERP system, they comes from the system like CRM, manufacturing system, finance system, APIs are there, Excel files are there for the some of the organizations are still feeding their data into Excel files, and then there are third party vendors. So where is the problem? So each team handle the data differently. Let's say analysts are using Power BI where they are storing, creating a semantic model, storing their data. The data engineers live in Azure system. They are creating data lake or the warehouses. So they are managing it separately. Then if we talk about the data scientists, so they live in notebooks where they are writing codes, creating the predicting models. Then IT teams are there who are concerned related to the security, the data security, who should access what level of data. And then lastly, business wants answer yesterday. So these teams don't speak the same language. If you just assume, let's say one team is working on it, or just with a simple example, let's say in an organization there are various teams, sales team, finance team, these kind of various teams are there. They all create data or reports, but they are all data is not communicating in between them. They are separately working on their data, and then the number might vary. The logic which they are creating that might vary. So this is the main problem. Now coming to the what is the main pain point which no one talks about. So coming to the hidden pain point which no one talks about, here is what actually happens behind the scene. You might see the interactive Power BI reports, you might see the beautiful dashboards, the business users are using, end users are using it. But on the back end, same data is copying multiple times. The data engineers are copying that data, creating one copy of it. Then Power BI developers are again creating one copy of their data. Because of this, the storage costs keep increasing. Every time you store data somewhere, it costs something, and then there is no single source of truth is present. Sometimes the report don't match because they are pointing to the different databases, different resources. Then because of this, performance issue was also there because sometimes we use import mode, sometimes we have to use direct query mode. That is not in some cases there are some pros and some cons. And then governance is also big. How we are getting our data secure, how we are securing it, how we are implementing row level security or object level security, and the ownership of the task is unclear. And when something breaks, everyone blames Power BI that the Power BI report is not correct, the logic applied is not correct. But on the back end, there are so many things going on. So, and you have to understand that the Power BI is not the real problem. There is also so many other things. Now let's understand this with a real business. So let's take a very simple example. Firstly, let's assume a sales manager open a sales report or a Power BI dashboard. The revenue number is 10 crore. Okay. Now, finance open another report. The revenue shows 9.6 crore. Now the meetings turn into which number is correct instead of why did sales is dropping. So the main focus is diverted. Now we have to focus on data, the values, instead of taking the decision. The data-driven business decision is our end goal. So this shows that why Microsoft Fabric is created. This is where Microsoft Fabric comes in. Fabric is Microsoft way of saying that you have to stop stitching tools together. You have to stop copying data. Like you don't have to create multiple copies of data, and you have to stop building silos. Instead, what they are focusing on one platform, one data lake, one security model, and one governance layer, so that multiple persons can keep working together. Just in a simple way, if I say why did Microsoft Fabric exist? Because earlier there was so many different tools was there, so many different technologies was there, and everything was getting copied. Multiple people have to learn multiple skills, so that's why they have introduced one single platform. But before going into much deeper, let's understand what Fabric is not, because mostly people take it in a wrong way. And this is an important clarity for beginners, because Fabric is not just about Power BI. Fabric is not just about Azure Synapse. Fabric is not just for data engineers. Because if you go into market and see, like see various videos, someone will say Fabric is just the updated version of BI. Some people say that it all contain lakehouse, warehouse, and it is only for data engineers. So the data Power BI developer feels left out, or in case of Power BI, the data engineers feel left out. Fabric is a unified data platform. This thing you have to keep in mind. This just one line. Fabric is a unified data platform. It is designed for the entire data lifecycle. It can create an end-to-end complete solution. It can import data. It can transform the data, load the data, and later on you can create the reports and also set up the alerts for it. So let's say you have to set up some kind of alert. So that is also possible into Microsoft Fabric. And this is about why Microsoft Fabric exists. In our next video, we will see how we move from Excel to Power BI and then to Azure and then Fabric, the journey of the data ecosystem. And why Fabric is not a replacement, it is just an evolution. It is not something Microsoft created something new. It has Microsoft has combined everything together. So if you want to truly understand what is Microsoft Fabric, then don't skip that video. And if you have any questions or any feedback, then do let me know into comments and drop your suggestions. See you in the next video.